So, guys, the other day I was having a conversation with a group of friends, actually, almost like this, and we're talking about virginity, which is always a very contentious topic. And the argument was if virginity is about purity, so like if it's just about you not having done anything at all, and or is it about you done whatever you want to do and not having penetrative sex? I personally believe, my opinion is, it's about purity. Like, if you've not done anything at all, which is almost impossible in this day and age, but like, if you've not done anything at all, then you kind of count as a virgin.
So, there's normally like different, from American movies, there's like, have you reached first base, second base, third base? Where exactly do you cut the line? Yeah. So, if we're saying, if you've never done anything, so if you've never kissed a guy, if someone's never touched you up, or...
That's why I said I think it's a bit difficult in this day and age, because I mean, come on, in your 20s, in your teens, not kiss the guy,
Yeah, but don't you think like the virginity definition has changed, like in terms of like from the days of our parents to now?
What did they say?
I mean, in the days of our parents, when you're a virgin, you're supposed to be pure, like the definition. Yeah. No man should have touched you whatsoever. No kissing, no touching, nothing. But now, I mean, without penetration, you're still a virgin.
That's
in my own opinion.
Yeah, for me, it seems almost... I know you would disagree with this, but for me, it's clear cut. It's either you've been penetrated or you've experienced that penetration. If you haven't, you're a virgin.
Yeah, definitely agree with the official sort of definition of a virgin. It says as long as you haven't had sexual intercourse.
But then again, there's the bit that says if you're naive or innocent in a particular context. I think you're naive or innocent if you've not done anything with anybody.
But you're still naive.
Of course, it's personal
if it's
as
not
well.
penetrated as well.
Yeah, you're still naive.
You're still naive if it's not penetrated.
Yeah.
Normally we say it's when the hymen has been broken. So if you've had anal sex, but you've never done the full frontal sex, would you say you're a virgin?
Apparently, some
For me,
people
it's
call
hymen.
themselves virgin for that.
If it's not been broken, you're as good as intact.
Would you be this virgin in the ass?
You've been penetrated in another way, but like not the hymen,
penetration, just not
But
in
if you have
the
had
official
oral
vagina
sex,
region.
Right. If you've had oral sex, would you not say you're a virgin, you're innocent, and you're pure?
Yeah, exactly. Because this whole you've not been penetrated thing. I mean, oral sex is sex. It has the name sex behind it. Anal sex too is sex. I mean, you've been penetrated in a particular orifice of your body. It might not be the regular vaginal sex, but it's still sex. So I think it's personal definitions. People have really framed definitions to suit them. It's okay, so whatever works for me kind of thing.
Completely
I personally
agree.
think
How intertwined is virginity and purity?
Yeah.
it
What's
is
the definition
kinda
of being pure?
Pure, yeah.
you're untouched.
What's
Well,
sexual
no,
contact?
yeah.
Like you said, is it first base? Which one's first base?
Yeah, exactly.
See,
But
once you've not reached this region,
you're fine.
I'm fine.
But I don't think if
You know?
you've reached this region, you're still pure.
No, just because someone has touched your boobs doesn't mean you're no longer.
Really? Purity is when you're.
So you're still pure, but you're not a virgin.
But you're still a virgin.
You're not pure, but still a virgin.
Well, if that's the case, then they're virgin hoes then.
I actually like that term. The virgin horse, because like I actually know someone who said,
Then what's the definition of a hoe?
and then
You do stuff with everybody. So
what's on the bed? What's
stuff first, base, second base.
What's sexual liberation? Your virgin whore, you're sexually liberated.
No, like you don't necessarily have to be a hoe. You can just be sexually liberated.
But what
You penetration.
No, but if you think about
but
it,
that's
today
not
the definition of hoe is if a girl is like,
Being out
doing
there.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. Well,
yeah.
But you guys know that they wouldn't call a guy a hoe.
Obviously.
Unfortunately,
It's a man's world.
I'm sorry,
Unfortunately.
I would personally call them hoes, but let's be honest, they won't call them hoes.
Obviously not.
So exactly, if the girl is going from one guy to
But what
doing
if it's
first,
by the
basic
same
one,
guy? What if it's by the same guy?
man, then she's not a virgin hoe, is she?
Penetration, then you're not a virgin.
How about those people who say it's just been the tip?
Oh no.
That is being nice.
like it's not, like he didn't go in all the way.
To be fair,
It's okay. So it's penetration when the hymen breaks, or
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
he goes in all the way.
it's when the hymen.
Because
That's
if
the way
it's
I
when the
see it.
hymen breaks, then the people who say it's just been the tip
Yeah.
are still virgins.
Yeah.
I agree. To be
You're
honest,
still a virgin
If
as far
it's
as
not
I'm
penetrated in,
concerned. As far as I'm concerned.
But for crying out loud, it has been in
penetrated
there.
No, but it's not penetrated.
Exactly. I feel like
if it's
Yeah,
not
it hasn't
penetrated, it's not had
penetrated
penetrative sex.
At least not far.
So if
Yeah.
the
What I
sorry
was
to
saying.
be explicit here, but if the top of it has been in, but not fully,
It has been in.
has
As long
been
as your
in.
If you know-
hymen-
Can I just cut in? Like, as long as your hymen is still intact, then I think it's
I think we're being scientific here.
Right.
Like,
So,
I don't
so
think
how
so.
about like girls that they use dildos when they're whatever age,
Yeah,
and they
exactly.
have broken their own hymen?
Yeah,
already?
then they're
No,
not
they've
virgins.
disvirgined
They've
themselves.
disvirgined themselves.
how about fingering?
I don't know what kind of finger
go
you
that far
have,
with
but
a finger. I don't know how long your fingers are.
Yeah.
Fingering
Yeah.
is penetration, but because it's not broken
Not
the
enough
hymen,
to
you're
break
still
the hymen.
fine.
No.
See,
Yeah.
as long as it's not enough for you to get pregnant. It's still a virgin.
That's another twist.
If you think about it, it's not quite easy to penetrate. It's like having a brick wall and you're trying to
Yeah,
like come on.
Yeah,
How can a finger do?
yeah. There's a
Some
certain
people have
level.
extra long fingers.
Oh, I don't
No,
know
I
how
don't
long that
think it's-
finger is. It's definitely abnormal. That's abnormal. That's abnormal.
But how about guys? Like, how do you determine virginity for guys?
Have you ever had sex?
Once you've masturbated.
I think once you've penetrated.
Some kids do it.
Yeah, but it's the same thing on both sides. Once you've penetrated it.
Yeah.
For me, it's penetration both ways.
Yeah.
Because if you say masturbation, like girls masturbate and you
Yeah,
and you're still a virgin.
If through the masturbation you broke your hymen, then you've disvirgined yourself.
Would you break your
I don't know how to feel.
Or a cucumber, apparently.
Oh my god, you guys are only cucumbers for me right now.
No man.
But I guess we all agree that we have to agree to disagree on this topic of virginity. That it's I still stick to my purity bit, But everybody says, some people say penetration, some people say penetration and the hymen, some people say purity. Suppose you can never agree with it, because even though the dictionary meaning obviously says, like, I think the dictionary too kind of contradicts itself. Well, in my opinion, because it says if penetration hasn't happened, then another one, state of innocence and being naive. I mean, you can always judge that based on what you think.
But
Like,
that definition is not just for sex, for virginity. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
being a virgin
or anything. Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose so. But you can still judge it like in the sexual line as well. Like, anybody, you can judge being naive as you having never done anything.
No, but when you say this, naive, I've never done anything. Let's say like in them days, our parents' age, where they do the old thing that before a guy marries a woman,
Yeah.
he has to, when he marries her, he has to be sure that she's a virgin kind of thing. So in situations like that, you never know, the woman could have done all sort of shit. But because the only way of you finding out if she's a virgin is by breaking.
the hymen.
So I don't think that's like enough.
And it's amazing how now too, like, women can like make themselves tight from inside and outside, and like replace their hymen. Like so many things to make yourself be a virgin again. So like,
And I think when it comes to virginity, it's kind of a thing of the mind as well. Because I know sometimes people say like, oh, I didn't just lose my virginity like at one go. It takes like
like apparently you can't
Yeah.
just like it takes like you need to do it more than once.
Once
For it
it's
to happen.
entered, it's entered.
No. Like some people
Yeah.
don't find it easy to penetrate.
But they're still a virgin until you actually finally break it.
Break it.
Then you're still a virgin.
But a
even
guy
if
can
it's
still come from just like the little tip.
But that's the guy though.
That's the guy. That's
Not
not
you.
Not
So
the
it's
So
always
wait,
a virgin.
So if I make a guy come by, him coming inside me, I'm still a virgin.
And there
because he
was
hasn't
also the
penetrated.
point then, when we're having this argument about how like so is a virgin supposed to have orgasms then too, because
Okay, now we're taking it.
it's
Another level.
But
Like, as a
then,
virgin, if you've had an orgasm,
like, are you still a virgin?
you've experienced that
Or,
sexual pleasure.
But anyways, like I said, agree to disagree. Then funny enough, like, it really doesn't intertwine, but I was just thinking about this now as we're talking. We all like have lists as much as we claim not to have lists. Everyone has a list of what you want in a guy. You know, if you say you want him tall, or want him to be earning or so, or look this certain way, it's still a list. So do you think it's overrated or not? Or do you reckon you should just like go with the flow? Like, do you think having a list is overrated?
I think it's important to have a list so you don't just go for anything.
Yeah.
But I think the older you get, you start to get more realistic with that list. Like, okay.
But don't you think a list restricts you sometimes? Like, he's giving you like this mind frame of
I
like this
don't
perfect
think
guy that you
so.
want.
I don't
And like
think
you meet
so.
guys, and if for some reason like they don't fall within like 50% of your list, you're just thinking, nah.
But
man.
it depends. If your lists are superficial, then that doesn't make sense. But
I
if
mean,
it's
to
like,
each their own. Like,
yeah,
it could-
but if your list is very like spiritual or very their
Realistic.
behavior, how they behave and what they believe in, that's a list that I don't think you should bend at all.
yeah, definitely.
I kind of disagree with that because at first, yeah, I do agree you have to look at someone's behavior, but I feel when in terms of choosing a partner, attraction is like, okay, this is my personal opinion. Attraction is number one for
I agree
me.
with you too. I'm not
Because the number one thing is once you lose that attraction, every other thing, so that someone start irritating you all of a sudden. Like someone might have a really nice.
But isn't that
attitude
friendship
because-
though?
No. I'm talking about a relationship. Like
No, I know. No. I'm saying friendship. Like, if you're friends with a person, you shouldn't. Your friends irritate you too. No.
Exactly.
At the
No shade
start,
or
maybe
whatever.
it's
Yeah.
attraction.
That's
However, beauty does not last forever.
Exactly.
It's
So, like,
actually not
friendship
last
is-
forever.
True,
every day,
true.
so
Yeah.
that wears off.
True, but haven't you had a situation where like the guy will say, "I'm no longer attracted
But
to
can
her
I like
again."
put in, like, fair enough, you have to be attracted to the person because before you get to know the person and judge them by your list, you have to want to
Obviously
step
want
back
to,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah, so I still think you have to have a list that
Yeah,
you're
obviously.
not going to compromise on. There's just certain things you don't want to compromise on. Like for some people it's spirituality. If it's physicality, then I think you should be willing to bend on certain things. Like
And also, sometimes you've had experience. You've been with someone before for a certain period.
Yeah.
You've known that this didn't work because of
Yeah.
X, X, and X.
So
And
why
why
put
would you
yourself
want to
through
go
this?
through that again? So
Because I actually read an article once about how, not about how the girl was like, if girls in this century want to move on in relationships, like get married and stuff, you actually need to throw your list away and just literally go with the flow and just like.
go with
all sorts
I
of
can say from
And like,
experience,
if the guy comes, just go with the
does
flow,
not
like
work.
date him or whatever, and then if obviously it doesn't work, so basically like test the waters. Don't have this whole list in your head,
Alright,
like, you know,
can I
just
can
go
I
for
use
it.
this
Yeah,
example, right? I think as humans, we kind of know what we want. It's like going for a job. Just because I'm trying to go with the flow, does that mean even though I studied a particular course, I'll try and apply somewhere else? I think
I agree
as a
with
person,
you. I don't
you
think
know
lists
your
are
own
overrated.
personality.
I think
So you kind of have an idea of what will work with your personality. And that's what you work towards.
However, true, but sometimes you might think as well that is what would work, but it might not be the case.
Well, then that's where you learn from experience.
Yeah.
Now you've had that experience,
yeah.
you wouldn't try that.
Then you
So,
remove
so,
it from
so
the
if you've
list.
had an experience, so if you've had an experience already, does that mean like you just do away with the list and you're like,
You
oh,
modify
okay.
it.
Yeah.
You modify it.
It's
you
a
know.
continuous review
Yeah.
of this list.
Hold on a
That's
second,
just where it
sorry.
is.
Something just came to me. I might sound a bit confused right now, but you modify your list. So does that mean that the thing you thought you wanted and you saw it in a guy and you don't really like it, so you don't want it anymore?
Yeah,
from
we're human
experience.
beings. We evolve, we
I
change, we
suppose-
grow.
I mean, the
suppose,
kind of
yeah.
guy I wanted when I was 16 is probably not the kind of
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
And the,
Well, I
the
guess,
student
yeah,
mind
like,
frame, the
yeah.
university mind frame, the working mind frame,
Watching too
things
many
change.
movies anyway.
I know, those
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
though, but yeah.
No, but personally, I think everyone should have a list.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because you build yourself
It gives you a startup, like a starting point.
Yeah.
You can't just
To be fair, people
any
say
one of
it's a
those.
list. It's not as if we have a physical
Physical
list.
list.
Where we
Yeah,
write
yeah.
it.
Oh no, you just do not have a physical list. But it's in your
Men
head.
have the
Like
mindset
you already.
as well. I want an
That's why I
attractive
said,
girl. I
obviously,
wanna-
like both men and women have the list, and like I said, it's not a list of you've written it somewhere. Oh my god, my guy has to be like tall.
And then you
my
go
guy
straight
has
to
to be
you.
dark.
Actually have a
No,
list.
your list is in your head.
Yeah.
When you meet this one guy that you see, you start
Ticks the
ticking.
box,
Is
yeah.
it
Yeah.
tall? Is it cute?
Yeah.
Nah. Does he have a good job? Because you literally try and get the whole list in a conversation at
Yeah.
once, like just to make sure like he ticks that list, and you know, okay, do I really want to see him again, or do I just want to kind of like back up and like be friends, and, you know?
So you can have
So
a
you
list.
do have
However,
a-
you might not make it an upfront conversation with the list. You can make it a gradual learning whether this person fits the list, whether they can adjust to meet your list. People change. well, don't try and change him, but people can
Well,
evolve.
I really don't think that works, but you know.
People can evolve.
But then, if we're being honest, when you go on a date, you're kind of judging the guy against what you want. That's why you're
Exactly.
asking, what do you
the
do?
guy
Yeah.
is judging you against what he
What he wants to, like
Yes.
everyone does. So like that's why like the list idea is both like is both ways because guys to have lists as much as
But
they
I
might
think
say they
I
don't.
think there have been cases also where you think me and this person like never I can't
Yeah.
imagine it. I don't see it
And then
happening.
it happens.
And then it's
Yeah.
like so.
That's why I said should you be open minded as well because some things just happen like spontaneity like it just happens like you might think this person is not my spec or whatever
not my
but
type.
you might be like the best couple ever or whatever.
I guess
Yeah.
like the only thing we can say is give people a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're not that bad.
Benefit
if
of
you
the
know he's
doubt,
gonna be
yeah.
punching you in the face and that, don't give him a chance.
Yeah.
Prioritize the key things in your list.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
these
Not,
are the
not just
essentials,
that's
not
yeah.
like everything.
random,
I think
exactly.
that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Put the things that you're willing to compromise on.
Yeah, definitely, because you're not perfect either. It has to
Yeah.
compromise with you. And I think if you should check at least 50%, you're kind of fine. Is 50% too much? Do you reckon? I think
It depends on how
I
realistic
think
your list
50%.
is. I
Yeah.
think my list is really short enough. I guess. I'm actually saying.
So 80-90% of it.
90%, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that was, yeah. So, yeah. But it's been amazing catching up with you guys. And as usual, we always agree to disagree.